up in Harrison, and I live in Sugar Hill, Georgia, and I am a graphic designer, graphic artist. Actually, I'm a creative director for a magazine and an Atlanta-based publication, actually the north of Atlanta. Well, I wasn't always really big into graphic design. As a matter of fact, I don't think I even really knew what graphic design was. But when I was a kid, I used to love to draw, mostly doodle and draw little sketches. As a matter of fact, most of the time when I was supposed to be paying attention in class, I was usually, in elementary and in high school, I was usually drawing on the top of my paper. When I was younger, I really liked the Hudson River Valley artists. As a matter of fact, I did a paper on them in high school. I liked Thomas Cole, but I also like the Impressionists. I'm a real big fan of Monet, and so I just really, and Degas, and I like the way that they handle just paint and making it really look realistic, but it's just, you know, just using little dabs of paint to make something really pop. So I really have a really big love for Impressionist painting. Oh wow, how long have I been doing caricatures? Well, like I said, when I was in elementary school, more so when I was in high school, I used to just do really quick sketches of people, mostly profile type sketches. So I've been doing them really since I was in high school. But seriously, I've been doing them since, gosh, I would say probably close to 28 years. I have been teaching art history for, let's see, since you guys were, how long has that been? What was your senior year? That was 5 years ago?
Yeah.
So 5 years? Well, the lady that was teaching art history at Fidelis Christian School taught one, I guess I don't know if they call them semesters there or not, but one semester at this high school that my wife also teaches there as well. She teaches 6th grade. And she taught one, and then she could no longer do it because of family obligations and things like that. So some stuff came up, and she realized it was too much of a task for her. So they thought of me and asked if I would be willing to do that. And I only worked like 3 miles away or so. So I thought I was a little, sort of on the fence about it, but I eventually said sure I would give it a try. Although I come from a long line of teachers, I never really thought of myself as being a teacher. But my mom was a teacher, so was my grandmother, so were my aunts. So just a very long line, and it just, so I guess it's just runs in the family. I really love teaching when the students really, when a light bulb goes off in their head and they really understand and just sort of connect with what we're talking about. And not just a connection, but a true, it's an aha moment, but at the same time there's a true love there for what we're doing. And it's something that they'll remember always. And it really means a whole lot when they come back later and can remember something that was said in class or point out a specific style that we talked about in class, because it was important enough to them to kind of hold on to that idea. So that's really what I really like about teaching. Any tips for future artists? Let's see. Perseverance would probably be one of the words that I would use. It's real. I think it's I don't know that it's necessarily any different with today's students or up and coming professionals, but I see a lot of people come through, even people that I've interviewed, who just don't necessarily persevere in what they do or give up too easily. And we had kids when I was growing up that did the same thing. So I think that that's it's a generational thing. It happens in all generations. But persevere in what you do. Love what you do. You know, find a niche that really works for you, and don't necessarily be a copycat of everybody else because that's what you feel like you have to do. But find something that you truly love to do, and then go at it with all of your heart and give your very best at it. So that's what I've done in terms of. There came a point in time as an adult that I realized that, you know what, God gave me a gift of doing caricatures, and there's nothing wrong with that. It's an art style. So instead of me trying to be a realist, I just decided to put that aside and concentrate on what God has really blessed me with, and that's the ability and talents to do caricatures. And so that's what I do, and I really love doing it. So, and graphic design.